In a country with a population of 1.5 million people, this man allegedly slept with 400 women. 400 women. Out of the population of women, if you then take out the people that are not up to 18, up to adult age, I mean, what will you be left with? Let's talk about the man of the moment. So hi guys, and welcome to Sleuthville. My name is Nedye and I am your host on this channel. As always, if this is your first time stopping by here, please make sure to click on that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, like the video, and drop your comments in the comment section. See guys, today I have brought a very juicy gist for you guys, and this story actually involves a bit of true crime and a bit of what would I call it? What should I actually call this? I have no words for it. I think I'm late to the party because this man has been trending for the past 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm here to break down for you guys the story of the infamous Baltasar Engonga. So let's just get right into the story. Baltasar is a 54-year-old man who is from a country in Africa known as Equatorial Guinea. So fun fact about this country, the president has been ruling this country since 1979. So they have a record for the longest ruling president in the world. Another fun fact, the president's vice president is his son. Another fun fact, the president's name is Theodoro. His son's name is Theodoro. It's like a family business. This country basically is being run by a family, a particular family. And apart from the president and the vice president being father and son, a lot of people that also in power, ministers and all of that, are also related in some way to the president, which brings me to the man of the moment. Baltasar is also related to the president of the country. Now, it's said that Baltasar is actually the nephew of the president. So he studied finance and economics at the University of Malabo, and so he graduated from school and then became a politician. Like I said, politics in this country is very interesting, very interesting. And like I said, it's like a family business in their country. So it's not far-fetched that he became a politician. And then he went on to become the head of the National Agency for Financial Investigation, known as ANIF. This institution can be likened to like the EFCC in Nigeria, right? So I just want to like compare so that you guys can get like an understanding of the position that this man was holding. This institution in Equatorial Guinea does basically, like I said, the same thing that EFCC does in Nigeria. So they basically fight crimes and like financial crimes and corruption and money laundering and all kinds of financial crimes. And Baltasar Engonga Ebang was the head of this agency or institution. Baltasar is married to a beautiful woman and they have 6 beautiful children together. Now that we have like a background story or a background history of this particular guy, let's now get into the cocoa of the matter, like the real thing that has made this man be on the news and be on the lips of every single person. This year 2024, there were like some allegations that Baltasar Ebang had embezzled funds meant for the government, and he was also accused of some other crimes, basically around embezzlement of funds and misuse of government funds. They went ahead to start an investigation on him, and in November 2024 they decided to like raid his office and raid his home. And in the process of raiding this man's personal belongings and his office, they discovered several tips. To be precise, they discovered 400 tips, and the content of these tips were explicit content, very explicit adult content. In these particular tips that were discovered, it showed Baltasar having consensual relationships with several women. Now, the issue was not even that he was having consensual relationships with several women, because, like I said, he's an adult, he's married. So it's not morally, if you want to judge it morally, it's not morally right what he was doing, but it was consensual from the videos. Back to what I was saying, the issue was not that he was having consensual relationships with these women. The issue were the women that he was even having these relations with. It was said that part of these women included, but not excluding, oh my god, I'm laughing about it, but it is actually not funny. So these women included the sister to the president. Now, remember that I said this guy is the president's nephew, which means that the sister to the president is also his auntie. So he was having consensual relations with his auntie. The sister to the president, his cousin, his brother's wife, his younger brother's pregnant wife. The wives to several ministers and top politicians in their country. Drops mic. The videos were leaked to the internet and it circulated to like everybody, every single person that is an adult. I mean, I can't vouch for people that are not adults, but every single person that is an adult, I'm sure, has seen this video. If they wanted to get access to it, it is very, very accessible and it is very, very explicit. Oh my god. From these videos, it's like was very, very clear that these women that were engaging in this thing with this man were very, very aware that he was recording the scenes that they were having. Very, very clear, because they were looking at the camera. They were looking straight into the camera in a lot of these videos. So they were very, very aware that he was, and it didn't look like they were drugged or like they were under the influence of anything. They looked very, very conscious and very, very aware. This brings me to the different theories that people have on the internet. If one single man in a country has had relations with over 400 women in a country that has a population of 1.5 million, calculate the maths, guy. Calculate the maths. He has most likely slept with like a quarter of that country's population, or probably all the women in the country, to be very honest, because that country has a population of 1.5. If we're calculating that, maybe okay, if we equally divide the population of the country and say maybe population of men in the country is 800 and population of women in the country 700, that together makes up 1.5 years. So out of the population of women, if you then take out the people that are not up to 18, up to adult age, I mean, what will you be left with? And this man has been said to, okay, they said 400 tapes. So, and a lot of those tapes, I mean, I don't think there's any one of him repeating with the same person. But if the 400 tapes translates to 400 women, then he has practically slept with all the women in that country. Practically all the women. And back to what I was saying, the theories that people have. So people have been saying that some netizens are of the opinion that this man has something in his body, maybe a disease or something that he's trying to spread to everybody in the country. But then I think he has come out to like refute that and has said that, I mean, he's open to testing, that he's clean and everything, and he's not hiding anything, that he doesn't have anything in his body that he's trying to infect anybody with. So, but people are insisting that that is most likely, because what will make one man sleep with 400 women or have, I mean, what are we talking about? Some other netizens have said that the women that are involved were having relations with this man because, like I said, he was heading the agency that combats financial crimes and, you know, money laundering and all of those crimes in the country. So some of those women were having relationships with him to cover the tracks of their husbands, because maybe their husbands were involved in some shady business, and in order to not to get their husbands investigated, they decided to have relations with Baltasar. And to me, I feel like that one even makes a little bit more sense. Makes a little bit more sense, that theory. Some other people have said that this is most likely an obsession that this man has, that he's trying to like explore something. Maybe it's like a fantasy that he has to sleep with all the women in his country. I don't know what kind of fantasy that is. I don't know what kind of obsession that is. In the midst of all of this, the president of the country has now stripped him of his duties. He has been sacked from his position as the head of the National Agency for Financial Crimes Investigation, and he has been arrested as well, and he's currently in prison facing investigation and all of that. Now, in the course of unraveling all of these discoveries about this particular politician, people became inquisitive about his wife. They were like, oh, how is it possible that this man you're married to was having all of these relations? In fact, I forgot to mention that these things were happening in his office, in his government office, in his office, in rooms, outside, everywhere. Nowhere was spared. Every single corner, in the restroom, in the bathroom, every single place this guy saw, he would make a video with a partner doing a quack record. So people were like, how is it possible that you're married to him and you never suspected anything, like you didn't know that anything was happening? And in the process of investigating, like if she was aware, if she was not aware, Kasala busted. People found out that his wife as well was engaging in several consensual relations that were also taped with other men that were not her husband. Now, there's an argument if she's actually the person in that video or if she's not the person. But if you look closely, if you look very, very closely, you would see that there's a resemblance between the person in the video and the woman. Not saying that I've seen this video. I have not seen the video. I'm not interested in seeing the video. But I'm just saying, if you look closely, you'll see that there's a resemblance between the woman and his wife. And so people are saying, oh, that it might be a family thing. It might be something that runs in their family. It might be a crazy fantasy that these guys have. Their marriage might be open, could be open, should be open, is open. We don't know, but we're just insinuating or talking about it on the internet because they have decided to make their private matters public. One of the women that he was involved with, she felt so ashamed to the point that she decided to take her own life. Now, allegedly take her own life, and her pictures came out on the internet again, and the whole like she unalived herself and all of that, and you got people talking like, if you knew that you were not like, you knew somewhere at the back of your mind that this person, in fact, we're very, very conscious, was making a video of what people were doing. Did you think that that would not find its way to the internet one day? Like when you're doing something you're not supposed to do, and then it's being recorded, and you like, don't them that you never had that thought at the back of your mind that what if this thing gets leaked out one day, you know? So, I mean, if she really unalived herself, I'm really sorry for her. But, I mean, what were you expecting? Another set of netizens actually are thinking like this guy is the OG. He's the man of the moment. Why? Because they're saying if he had not made these videos, like if he was having these consensual relations with them and was not keeping these videos or keeping track of them, it may have affected him later in the future. Like one of them or all of them could have come out and say, oh, he rewarded them. And at that time, what piece of evidence would he have to clear his name? So it would have been the award against his, and it would have landed him in much more trouble than he is now. So people are like, oh, he's the OG for making those recordings and everything. Anyways, some people are presently advising him, or he is advising himself, to sue the government for releasing like personal details or personal belongings of his. And to be fair, what he has done is actually not a crime, except they can prove that he made videos of those women without their consent, or that he probably had relations with a minor. But as far as they were all adults of consenting age and they were very, very aware of the videos being made, he has not committed any crime. So he should actually not be convicted for sleeping with 400 women or making 400 sex tapes. Their focus should be on, the financial crimes that he may have committed and which they have been investigating. So he's saying that he's going to sue the government for releasing his tapes. And I mean, who knows what to come out of that. So yeah, guys, that is the end of the story of the man of the moment. You guys, please just drop your comments in the comment section. Like, what do you actually think would have made this man sleep with 400 people or make 400 sex tapes? Like, what exactly do you think is the reason for it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you also think that he should be convicted because of this crime of sleeping with people? Like, do you think that there should be a punishment for him on that particular offense? Is this even an offense? So guys, we've come to the end of this video. If you watched this video up until this point, I mean guys, make sure that you click on that subscribe button right now. If you have not clicked on it, click on it right now and subscribe to the channel, and drop your comments in the comment section. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified every single time I post a video. And yeah, like this video. Okay, all right, I like to say stay safe and stay informed, and until my next video, bye.